My dear students, welcome to Maths class. Today we are studying about quadratic equations. Okay. Quadratic equations. Okay. First, we may study about what is the standard form of a quadratic equation. As you know, the standard form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay, remember that the standard form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay. Here the degree of the polynomial is 2. That is why it is called a quadratic equation. Okay. Now remember that here a not equal to 0. A not equal to 0. The standard form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now listen. I will show an example. For example, x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. X square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. Here, what is a, b and c? What is a? Here a means the coefficient of x square, that is 1. Here a equal to 1. B equal to 5 and C equal to 6. Remember that the standard form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Here, for example, x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. That a equal to 1, b equal to 5, c equal to 6. Okay, note the idea. Remember that a not equal to 0. Now how to solve this quadratic equation? We can solve the quadratic equation using the equation x equal to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Remember that x can be calculated by using the equation minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Remember that a not equal to 0. Okay. For example, here our question is x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. Okay, then we can find out x by minus b, that is minus 5 plus or minus root b square. B square is 25 minus 4 into a into c. What is a? A is 1 and c is 6. The whole divided by 2a, that is 2 into 1, that is equal to 2. Okay, this can be done by, now next step we can find out, that is equal to minus 5 plus or minus root 25 minus 24 divided by 2. Answer is minus 5 plus or minus, that is root 1, that is 1 divided by 2. Okay, divided by 2. Then we will get two answers. The first one is minus 5 plus 1 by 2. That is equal to minus 4 by 2. Answer is minus 2. One answer is minus 2. Okay, and the next one is minus 5 minus 1 by 2, that is minus 6 by 2, that is equal to minus 3. Okay, these are the two solutions. Remember that here our question is x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. Then the solution of the quadratic equation x equal to minus 2 and minus 3. Okay, what the idea? Okay, remember that the standard form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, a not equal to 0. And for example, here we are solving an equation x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. Here a equal to 1, b equal to 5 and c equal to 6. Therefore, x equal to minus 5 plus or minus root 25 minus 24 divided by 2a. Here a is the coefficient of x square is a. Therefore, final answer is minus 5 plus or minus 1 by 2, that is equal to minus 4 by 2, that is equal to minus 2, and minus 5 minus 1 by 2. Therefore, remember that here x equal to minus 2 or x equal to minus 3. Okay, two solutions are there. Remember that in the case of quadratic equation, the value of x is minus 2 and minus 3. That means quadratic equation, the number of solutions is 2. Okay, now we can do another question. Next, we can move to next question. Okay, next question. Okay, remember that the standard form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, and we can do it by using the equation x equal to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac. Okay, next question. Listen, what is our next question? Next question is a simple question. Remember that our question is, second question is x square plus 1 equal to 0. Okay, how to do this question? X square plus 1 equal to 0. It's a simple question. Here we may get that x square equal to minus 1. X square plus 1 equal to 0, x square equal to minus 1. That means x equal to plus or minus root minus 1. That is plus or minus, what is root minus 1? It's a complex number I. I represent iota. You may remember the Greek letters. The first Greek letter is alpha, beta, gamma, delta, theta, eta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, etc. Okay. Here in this question, x square plus 1 equal to 0. Here the solution is a complex number. X equal to plus or minus I. That is our final answer. Okay. Now we can move to our next question. Next question is x square plus 7x plus 12 equal to 0. Okay, our second question is x square plus 7x plus 12 equal to 0. How to do this problem? Okay, here you may remember that the coefficient of x square is 1. Okay, therefore you can write in another method. We can solve this quadratic equation in different methods. The first one is using our standard equation, that is minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Here we are applying here the second term, that means the coefficient of x is 7, that is as the sum, and the constant term as the product. Okay, first remember that the coefficient of x is the sum of two roots and the constant term is the product of two roots. Here sum equal to 7, product equal to 12. Okay, which are the numbers? We can factorize it. Okay, simple. The sum is 7, the product is 12. The two numbers are 3 and 4. Therefore, this can be written as x plus 3 into x plus 4 equal to 0. Okay, remember that here the quadratic equation, we are going to factorize the quadratic equation into two terms, x plus 3 into x plus 4 equal to 0. Therefore, this is of the form a into b equal to 0. That means a equal to 0 or b equal to 0. Therefore, here is x plus 3 equal to 0. That means x equal to minus 3. The first answer. And the second one is x plus 4 equal to 0. That means x equal to minus 4. Therefore, the two solutions are, the first one is minus 3 and the second one is minus 4. Okay, remember that if the coefficient of x square is 1, then we can do this problem in a different method. That is, if the coefficient of x is 7, that is the sum of two roots, and the last one is the product of two roots. Therefore, here the solution is minus 3 and minus 4. Okay, got the idea. Now we can move to our next question. Next question is very simple. Listen. X square minus 9 equal to 0. X square minus 9 equal to 0. What is x square minus 9 equal to 0? It's very simple. We can do in two different methods. The first one is, this is of the form a square minus b square 4. The answer is a plus b into a minus b. Okay, therefore x square minus 9 can be written as x plus 3 into x minus 3 equal to 0. That means x plus 3 equal to 0 or x minus 3 equal to 0. That is x equal to minus 3 or x equal to plus 3. Two solutions are there. It is one method. You may use the identity a square minus b square, that is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Therefore, two solutions are x equal to minus 3 and x equal to plus 3. Okay. Now we can move to the next question.